So the second thing is do a personal inventory. And I would encourage you to do a personal inventory daily, even hourly. And that what I mean by that is you're taking account or you're assessing how well you are living aligned with your values on a consistent basis. And that means that you are taking intentional steps to remember them. So you have them posted somewhere, you have them written down, and then you're remembering, this is my core value. This is a core value that I have. I wanted to teach this to my kids when they're growing up. I want this in my kids' spouses, and I want this in my employees. And how am I doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, I didn't do too well on this recently. I need to figure some things out, make some changes, make some adjustments. So we got to figure that kind of thing out. And the reality is for me, when I do things to impress other people and to actually want them to like me based on what I have, my stuff, I was thinking if someone hires me as a client because I got this nice fancy car, well, they're not a good fit for me anyway, because if someone's judging somebody by their car, you don't know what their net worth is by their car. I know people that have $100,000 cars that don't have anything. They're all spending it on car payments. You don't know what they have based on their house. You judge people by their merit. And that stuff's not really that important either, because merit is that true core of a person. Are they honest? Or do they have integrity? Are they living according to their values? I mentioned in the last podcast, I grew up around a lot of wealthy people. And that's what inspires me. It helps me to interact with wealthy people really well, because it's not I'm not drawn to that maybe or intimidated by it. And I've done well. I'm a successful person, not as successful as most of my clients, but I'm still a successful guy. I feel good about what I've done with my career. I haven't always felt that way, but I do feel good about what I've done with my career. And I enjoy my career, but it's crucial that we figure out ways on a daily basis that we're misaligned with our values. We make some adjustments. It's kind of like we make some shifts. It's this jagged line, we're saying, okay, I got to adjust this. One of my core values is health, and I'm really not getting to the gym. And so I got to figure that out. I got to make sure I put it into my schedule and work my schedule around somehow. So this personal inventory is crucial right there. And so for me, a lot of times my ego gets involved. And so and that's part of my personal inventory. Is this my ego here that's really telling me that I got to say some things that, last night I returned this car and I was talking to the manager and I said, just to try to impress the guy, and I knew it in the moment, it was like, don't say that, but I said it anyway. And it was something really dumb. It was just talking about myself and my career and success and, that I pay for things with cash and this stuff I shouldn't have actually said. It was my ego. And that was my inventory. And I didn't feel like I had to make an apology, but my apology was to myself because I wasn't living true to my values by actually bragging about myself, and it reminds me of situations throughout my life where I've tried to prove myself to people, and not by who I am and my merit, but by what I do and by what I have. And I don't want to be that guy. And so returning the car was a great exercise of living out my values.